Okay, for worksheet number 6, you just practice graphing form. You have to show the vertex, the y-intercept, the image of the graph, and the x-intercepts. The quickest thing to pick off will be the x-intercepts first, and they're shown here within the brackets. And your x-intercepts are always the opposite of what you see there. So one x-intercept will be -6, so here, and the other x-intercept will be +2. Looking at the graph, we see that the a value is positive, so we know this graph should point up. So we need to find its vertex now and the y-intercept. To get the vertex, first we'll find the axis of symmetry. So to find the axis of symmetry, we can do it from the graph here. It will be your middle point. So let's just do it in a different color. So between -6 and 2, your middle point should be -2 here. And remember, you can also do that by adding your two x-intercepts together and dividing by 2. And you get -2. And that's shown here. So we know that our vertex occurs somewhere up and down this line. It's going to have to be below our x-intercepts down in this area if the graph is going to point up. So if we take our equation, y equals 1/2, and we put in our x-intercept value for x, we'll get the y value for the vertex. -4 times 4 will give us -16 times 1/2, and that's going to be -8. So our vertex is going to occur at -2 and -8. So -2. So again, on our axis of symmetry, we know it's there, and all the way down here. So right now we have -6, 0 for one x-intercept, 2, 0 for the other x-intercept. We know our vertex is at -2, -8, and now for our y-intercept. So wherever the graph crosses the y-axis, the x value is 0. So in our x value is 0 wherever we have a y-intercept. So we take our equation, and we put 0 in for x. So this would stay 6, this would be -2. 6 times -2 is -12. -12 times 1/2 is -6. So you know the graph is going to curve up this way. And I can have another point over here to help guide me, because here I had 2 extra points. Here I don't have that. Remember, the axis of symmetry splits the graph evenly in half. So if 2 points over, you're at -6. Then 2 points over on the other side of the axis of symmetry, you'd also be at -6. And there you are. That's your graph. So be sure to label all those points and sketch your graph.